Hello, my still-breathing creatures. Dead Rails has changed, and with it, new horrors awaken. Towns long abandoned whisper secrets from the past. Monsters evolve in the dark, and even the land itself dares to challenge us. You know me, I cannot ignore the shadows. So now we step forward and see what lurks in the shadows of Death Rails. The town of Sterling, a ghost of the past. In this wasteland, few places remain untouched by the horrors that roam. Sterling is one of them, or so it seems. A town abandoned, its streets eerily silent, void of the walkers that plague the land. But do not mistake its stillness for safety. This place holds secrets, and for those who seek them, the minds behind the church whisper their truth. And now, I will guide you through the depths of Sterling's forgotten tunnels, ensuring you leave with both the Jade sword and the strange mask in your grasp. First, let's start with the essentials. Loot the town thoroughly. Each house contains a single bond, so check every corner before moving on. Once that's done, it's time to collect the 3 Jade tablets. The first one is simple, inside the church waiting for you. Grab it. But now we face the real challenge. Inside the sheriff's house, you'll find a torch. This will be key to what comes next. Take it. Behind the church, crates and debris block the entrance to the mine, but scattered around are dynamites, your solution. Carefully ignite the explosives with your torch and step back. As the path opens, the secrets of the mine are now within reach. Move carefully through the cavern, keeping an eye out for valuable loot along the way. You'll come across the first Jade tablet behind a cart. Pick it up. As you navigate deeper, you'll also find a gold nugget. Make sure to grab it, as it plays a crucial role in unlocking one of the mine's hidden chambers. Now comes the tricky part. Inside the cavern, you'll spot another sealed entrance, guarding something mysterious. With dynamite in hand, light it up and clear the way. Inside lies the strange mask, but it isn't as simple as picking it up. There's a pressure plate mechanism keeping it locked. This is where the gold nugget comes in. Carefully place the nugget onto the pressure plate, and just like that, the mask is yours. With the mask secured, don't forget to gather any remaining loot, including gold and iron bars. More valuables, more profit. But most importantly, the final Jade tablet awaits. Take it, and it's time to claim your prize. Now, return to the sealed chamber. Barrels block the entrance, so move them aside. Once inside, place the 3 Jade tablets onto the designated pressure plate, and the way forward will be revealed. And there it is, the legendary Jade sword, resting within the darkness, waiting for a worthy wielder. Congratulations, you've conquered the mines, uncovered Sterling's secrets, and walked away with treasures most will never obtain. But the question remains, was the sword worth it? An otherworldly weapon with a 50% chance to reanimate those it strikes down. Is it powerful? Perhaps. But the true reward lies in the riches hidden within this town. Nightmare mode, a test of the damned. For those who believe themselves beyond fear, nightmare mode awaits. No passive healing. Loot, scarce. Enemies, stronger. They endure more, strike harder, and punish those who dare to falter. But for the worthy, 20 bonds await at the end, a reward fitting for those who thrive in the dark. Gold and silver, the price of greed. Along the rails, veins of gold and silver call to the greedy and the desperate. These ores glisten, promising fortune to those who take the time to mine them. Silver worth no less than $15. Gold a minimum of $25. But beware, the process is slow unless you walk the path of the miner. For most, looting towns will always be the faster path to riches. A builder's dream, the power of rotation. A simple addition, yet revolutionary to those who craft wonders upon the rails. No longer are creations bound to a single axis. Statues, gold bars, defenses, all can now be placed with precision. With the press of T, the axis shifts. With R, the world turns at your fingertips. The horse cart, a nomad's lifeline. Among the farms, an ancient tool returns, the horse cart. No longer must fuel shortages or limited inventory spell doom. Attach it to a steed, weld your cargo, and roam the land unburdened. A simple solution, but an invaluable one. The new threats, monsters among monsters. A darkness lurks within its borders, 3 new nightmares to haunt the living. The sheriff zombie, a revenant of the law, now wielding a gun against the very people it once swore to protect. The dynamite zombie, a walking catastrophe. Come too close and its final act will be one of explosive devastation. The ironclad zombie, a titan draped in steel, its endurance surpassing even the dreaded werewolves. 10 rifle headshots, just to bring it down. Tameable wolves, A hunter's companion? Or a fool's burden? Wandering the rails, a new kind of ally emerges, the wolf. With a corpse as an offering, they pledge their loyalty, mauling foes and tearing through bandits. But beware, for their pathing is questionable. Walls confuse them, and death comes easy. A noble companion? Perhaps. A liability? Almost certainly. A long-awaited change, inventory upgrades. At last, the days of hoarding alone are over. Open your inventory, backtick, and drop armor, share bullets, and distribute supplies with ease. A small change, but a vital one. New music, the sound of survival. No longer does one melody haunt every battle. Now the music shifts, each enemy type carrying its own theme, its own rhythm of destruction. The 3 new challenges. Prove your worth. Recommended dosage. Consume 10 snake oils in 10 seconds. Survive the madness, and 15 bonds are yours. Gunslinger. Hoard 20 guns in your inventory. A feat of excess rewarded with 15 bonds. Tycoon. Amass over $1,000 in a single game. A simple goal, yet one that demands strategy. Other fixes. The good, the bad, and the infuriating Ironclad's speed penalty reduced from 20% to 10%. At last, movement is bearable. The conductor no longer suffers a health penalty. Paying 50 bonds for half your health? Insanity. This change? A miracle. Game optimizations. Some feel it, some don't. A step forward nonetheless. The horse-flying exploit. Gone. A tragedy for some. A relief for others. Raikui, you were a real one. The bridge crank can no longer be turned by the dead. Balance? Fairness? Maybe. But somewhere a ghost is cursing the devs. Lanterns now illuminate buildings. The greatest change of them all. No longer must we stumble through darkness, cursing the night. And finally, my personal hope. Last time I was struck by lightning. Twice. I pray to whatever gods govern this land that the devs have finally spared me from their wrath. But knowing this game, I won't hold my breath. And with that, our journey through this forsaken land comes to a close. For now. The rails stretch endlessly ahead, and the shadows still whisper their secrets, waiting for the next traveler bold enough to uncover them. But before I go, remember, Dead Rails is a world of uncertainty. One moment, you stand triumphant, your pockets heavy with gold and bonds. The next, you are a mere corpse, forgotten by the wind, another nameless soul lost to the wasteland. Such is the nature of this forsaken world. So stay sharp, stay breathing, and always keep your wits about you. Because in the end, it's not just the undead, the outlaws, or the merciless terrain you should fear. No. The true wild card in this game is the developers. They giveth, they taketh, they fix, they break, and above all, they are always watching. And as for the creatures lurking within Dead Rails, the survivors, the outlaws, the schemers, they too will be seen. Their stories, their triumphs, their questionable decisions, all may find their place in the next journey I embark upon. Their actions, whether brilliant or foolish, shall be witnessed. That's all for today, my fellow survivors. Until next time, keep your weapons loaded and your eyes open. The next train ride may be your last.